Welcome back, Review Lounge peeps, and I'm back again with another review. And this time is on the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, New York Times best-selling author. I started reading this book probably around Mother's Day. Um, just a lot of things happening. Changes, getting older. Sometimes you might get into depression. Sadness. You go a lot of things, and you get to a life where you're, you know, about to be, in my late 30s, about to be in my 40s, and sometimes you're like, where you are, this is not where you want to be. A lot of people say that you have to be you have to be somewhere at this time. You have to find a relationship, you have to have a house, kids, you have to have, your retirement ready, you have to have this so much money, doing this, doing that, and sometimes you might get stuck and you wake up, you're like, wow, what have I done with my life? What have I accomplished? Is it too late? So you get in that stuck in that rut. Things happen, life changes. Things happen that you never expected to happen, and you get sad, you get depressed, you get to the point where wow, a lot of things happen, or you've done a lot of things that you regret, or you've done things like, wow, did I done a lot of things that I waste my time, or with friends, family, or anything like that. You have a lot of changes in your life, and you wonder, where do I go from here? Do I just wallow in the things that happen, or life, what that life gets you, because life be lifing, and you wonder, like, man, where am I going at this time? How do I change myself? Like, can I keep going? Can I accomplish things at this age? And I did a video a couple weeks ago, just wanted to talk, and just about basically, what I'm reading, what I got into, and I said I was going to review this. This book really helped me. Like I said, I think I said in my other video where. Um, I ordered the book because I started listening to Mel Robbins on Instagram. When you be on social media and you just get in that rabbit hole, and you're looking at things, or where you might just lose track of time. And that's one of my videos I talked about. And when I was going through the videos, going through a lot of things, going through depression, sadness, just a lot of stuff. And sometimes I feel like your technology be listening to you, unfortunately. But this time, it did, and it showed me a lot of things, a lot of motivational. And Mel Robbins was the one that came up a lot. Listening to her and her videos, and watching her videos, listening to her podcast, really motivated me to do a lot of changes. Where I'm working out more, where I'm putting more investing in my YouTube channel, where I am working harder at my job that I'm doing right now. I've been at my job almost 10 years, and I got kind of stuck in a rut and got complacent. Where it's a good job, make decent money, and I was just doing it. I used to be a go-getter, where I everything that I done, I always try to accomplish more. Then when my job, I think I got too comfortable, got stuck into routine and doing daily life and things like that. And then life hits you and life changes, and you're like, where do I go from here? What do I focus on? What can I accomplish? Is it too late? And listen to Mel Robbins in one of her videos. I'll attach at the end of the video what I talked about with her video, where she is saying that just because in your 40s doesn't mean that it's too late. She says that a lot of things that you have learned in the past, you can use that now to gain what you want to. And the times that we live in now is very endless with AI, the technology that we have, the things that we can accomplish and use, at our fingertips. So there's no excuse not to accomplish what you want to do. There's no excuse to say I can't do this or whatever. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You are the only person that's going to figure out what you're going to do next. You cannot rely on anybody else. You're going to rely on yourself. And that's what I've learned. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I know everything, or I'm on this top of this mountain. Like, no, I still have a lot to learn. But I use this channel when I'm learning now. This is my outlet. This is what I like to do. I like to talk about things. I like to review things. I like to just talk about anything that motivates me, or movies, something fun, whatever it is. And I wanted to talk about this book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, which helped me. I am enjoying now working out and getting up really early and not just sleeping the days away. I'm actually enjoying getting up, going to work out. I'm at the gym no matter what, and like loving myself again, enjoying what I see in the mirror, and I love it. Taking more pictures, just enjoying life because you only get one life in this world. What are you gonna do with it? And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to accomplish. I'm manifesting a lot of things. I'm saying a lot of things. I'm writing a lot of things down that I want to accomplish, where I want to go, where I want to visit, things like that. And that's what I'm doing. You cannot care what other people think. You cannot care what other people say because they're not the ones that are going to push you or drive you or get you where you want to be. So I do not care what people say. You shouldn't care what people say. No. Only person you need to worry about is yourself and what you're going to do, and I'm enjoying that. And this book has really helped me. This is the book that's starting to other books that I'm going to read down the road. But the Let Them Theory, basically this is a book that manages stress. Stop fearing others people opinions. Deal with someone's negative reactions. Overcome chronic comparisons. Master adult friendships. Motivate other people to change. Help someone who's struggling and choose a love you deserve. Basically, what this is like, meaning what this is basically saying you don't have to worry about other people. You can't control other people. You can't expect other people to change or do or whatever. You have to let them. You know, don't just like an example. As I was reading one of her in her book, she gives an example where her son is going to prom, and he waited to the last minute, and he didn't even pick a restaurant, and he found one and it was small, and Mel knew it's not wasn't a whole lot of people, and she was getting frantic. She was trying to control it. She was trying to tell him where to go. She kept messing with him, and her daughter grabbed him, and I grabbed her, and her daughter's like, let them, and she's like, okay, you got to let them make their own choices. You cannot control everything, and that's what I've learned. I was a bad controlling person, and that can hurt a lot of people, and that's fine. You learn from your mistakes. And when I read this book is really, really, really spoke to me, and I've learned a lot about myself. And the stuff that you've done. You don't have to dwell on it so much, but you can learn from it and grow from it. And so she says, let them. Why you're driving and somebody cuts you off and that's ruined your day. Why should you let that ruin your day? It's easy to say that because I've been a road rage person badly. I just get mad, and I still have those moments. Then I just remember, let them, let them. I'm doing that. So a lot of things that are going as I go through life, I'll always just say, let them. Because if you let them bother you or whatever's happening is going to ruin your day. So why something that's going to happen like, traffic jam or anything like that ruin your day after, just a few minutes? No, let them. It's easier said than done, and it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of time. So you have to start somewhere. I like this book because also she was saying, I was listening it, she has a lot of bumps, like little also in the book. 'Cause I like hardcover books. I don't like the soft ones. And she said she was talking about she likes this because it's like a burst of energy, what she was saying, and I like that. This book, taught me a lot about friendships. You can't control friendships. You can't um be upset if your friendships they don't message you, talk to you, or anything like that. You might have done something, and that's understandable. But you can't let that change your mood or change your life. If you tried or you went out your way, or you know what you've done, that's fine. And if they don't message you, there's different chapters in your life. That's okay as well. You can't let somebody else's, what's happening if you're not invited or anything like that. You can't let that dwell on you, but you come to terms with it and you understand and you get it. You only got to do is just wish well for that person, your friends or family, and whatever it is, and you have to wish well for them, and that's the whole point of it. Or just a family member. A family member might be going through some type of crisis, or they're doing something that you don't like, and you try to make a fuss or whatever, but you got to take a step back and let them. And what you doing to um, yourself, or how to motivate them in a different way. So this book tells a lot about that. Tells how you can try to motivate yourself. Like I said, like help someone who's struggling or manage stress. Stop fearing other people's opinion. This book does a lot of that. Overcome chronic comparisons. People, we want to compare everything. We want to say, "Oh, I don't have that. He has that. Why I don't have that? Why am I getting jealous of that? Why I should have that? They're the same age." She had in this book where a person does designs and things like that and weddings, and this other person that she saw just started it, but she noticed that this other person was getting more hits, more likes on social media, but she was doing it longer than this other person was. And she was wondering, why they go, like, I'm doing it, I'm better. But you had to stop asking why and what are you doing. Well, this person did better or is doing well on social media. They made a website. They're doing a lot of things that some people might have told that person to do, and you're not doing it. And you shouldn't get jealous of the person. What are you doing? So that's another thing, is like, don't look at other people, see what they have, what they got, or you get jealous. You can't. I wake up every day saying thanks to things that I have in life, things that I appreciate. I might not have the nicest car, or it's new, it's a 2011, but the thing is, it gets me to point A and point B. I like last week, I didn't drive it as much. We don't drive a certain car as much. You might get, dirty and dusty and things like that. But I started driving more because I started realizing I need to appreciate it. The car is paid off. The car gets me from point A and point B. This car is a blessing. So what I've done is I was at the car wash for about almost an hour and a half, just clean that car from top to bottom. I went through the car wash, but the car had so much grime on it didn't. So I actually had to wipe it down from head to toe on that car. No, it doesn't have the best paint job, the awesome things you have in a car, the interior, things like that. It needs some TLC and some love. But that's why I started. I cleaned the car from top to bottom. I cleaned the doors, I cleaned the wheels, I cleaned everything to show appreciation to this is what I have. So why not appreciate it? Why not take care of it? Why not nurture it? And that's why I started and I cleaned it. I bought some new covers for the air nozzles on the wheels. Like I said, I don't. It's not the best all and be all car, but this is what I have, and I appreciate it. And that's what I'm learning as well. Appreciating the things that you do have, and I didn't realize that in a lot of things in life. And a lot of things have changed. I didn't appreciate it enough, and that's okay. You have to learn from it. So a lot of things that are closed to you doesn't mean new doors will not open to you. We have to remember that. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. But I'm looking at in a new view in my life. And I'm looking at that car, I was like, this is a pretty good car. I changed the oil in all the time. I had to get new tires for it. As a video, I got some new wiper blades because the blades I had were just smudging everything. And I spent money on it. I was like, oh my goodness. But you know, I good that I got it because we had a lot of rain, and if I didn't get it, I'll be having to smudge a smudged windshield. But now, when it rains and it wipes it clean, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. You like those type of things as you get older and start appreciating even more. I had my daughter in her car, and I was like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And I'll put a video with that in there. The best thing as an adult is watching this happen. Woo! Man, they don't understand when you buy new wiper blades for your car. Woo! And get no smooches. I tell you what, when you're an adult, you're like, this is the same thing. You like something like, what do you like, what do you like most to have, like candy or something like that? Sure. Man, this like, look. I was like, she's like, I was like, you like, as you get older, you're not going to appreciate that until you get older. And I'm starting to appreciate everything that I have. So I wake up every day just saying thank you for this car, thank you for getting me up this morning, thank you for giving breath in my lungs to see another day, thank you for getting me to the gym, thank you for the blessings that I do have. Giving thanks to things that you have and not complaining of things that you don't have or complaining things that you want. Give thanks for the things that you have now and appreciate it, because when you do that, the things that you probably do want is going to happen for you. like I said, it's easier said than done, but I try to have that positive mindset. She also talked about spirituality, having something positive. I think everybody's spiritual, and there's a podcast for that. I'll try to remember to leave a link for that as well. But this book does a lot of that. This book does a lot of just motivating you that you can be your best self. Stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring and worrying what other people might say about you, and just focus on yourself. And it's okay. Do not dwell on it. And that's what I'm doing. And it wasn't easy, but now I have a smile on my face every day. I don't dwell on the mistakes that I've done. Doesn't mean that I forgot. Doesn't mean I forgot the things that I've done. No, I use that as motivation to make sure I won't do it again you know and also I recommend people to go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. Us as a black community, we kind of frown upon that or don't want to do it or think that we can fix ourselves, and you don't. And sometimes you might have to go to therapy more than once, two, three, four times, and that's fine. As long as you're trying to seek the help and do the best that you can, that's all that matters. And that's what I'm doing. And this book, let me read the back of it. It says, the two simple words will change how you think about your entire life. If you're struggling to achieve your goals or feel a little happier, the problem isn't you. The problem is the power you give to other people. In this book, you learn how to learn how two words, let them, can set you free. Free from the opinions, drama, and judgment of others. Free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. There is a better way to live. The Let Them theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and energy and focus on what matters to you. If you spend too long chasing approval, managing other people's happiness, and letting their opinions hold you back, learn how to stop giving your power away and start creating a life where you come first, your dreams, your goals, and your happiness. Let Them is a simple tool that millions of people around the world can't stop talking about because it works. The fastest way to take control of your life is to stop trying to control other people and focus on what you can control, yourself. By letting other people live their lives, you finally get to live yours. Mel Robbins. And this, like I said, it's easier said than done for this. If you want to take an art class, you feel you're too old, do it. Don't care about nobody. If you want to do YouTube like me, don't worry about you have low numbers or low views. Are you putting in the work to put the videos in? What are you doing? Are you taking the time to edit your videos or anything? I have to go to work in a few minutes. Yes, I might be tired, but I feel accomplished. I got up this morning. I went to work out. Loved it. I got a haircut today because I felt good about myself. Got me a light snack, nothing heavy. Not doing this video. Then I go to work. Tomorrow I'm off. Tomorrow I'm having another video I'm going to drop on Friendship, the movie Friendship. It's about 45 minutes away to a theater that I want to go see it, but I'm going to go see it. Then I have to come back. And I'm going to go see another movie with my daughter, Lilo and Stitch. Watch out for those videos. I'm gonna drop that. So I'm just saying that we can complain and all that stuff, but that's not gonna get us nowhere. There's no point in being negative. No point in worrying about other people, what they have or don't have. No point in worrying about what you did or didn't do. Just it's about what you're gonna do now. And I'm learning that. Like I said, I'm not saying that I'm some type of big accomplished person. I still have a lot. I still have a lot lot to do, and I still have a lot to accomplish. But that's why I want to make this video. I just wanted to just to let people know what I'm doing, and I still have a whole lot of work to do, and I'm doing it. And I hope this video helps anybody that's watching this. Get this book, get Mel Robbins. Start listening to something positive. Get off social media and watching nonsense, getting stuck in that hole. It's fine to do it a little bit, but you come to realize that when you start, it's like 2 hours later. Stop complaining. Complaining's gonna get you nowhere. You can complain, but what are you gonna do about it? That's all I want to say. Like I said, I'm not no preacher or nothing like that. I'm not trying to stand on a high horse. No, I'm just what's helped me in life and what I'm appreciating. And I appreciate this book, and I appreciate Mel Robbins because it's always okay to seek out help, um, to help you whatever you're going through. And I hope this video helps a lot of people. And this video, look, there are a lot of people. Um, got tattoos of let them on there. It was just like maybe just a reminder, just maybe just a reminder of the let them. It's maybe a reminder to look, and when you get certain feelings or start feeling some type of way, you you can look at it and say let them, and that's okay. So more likely, I had talked to one of my friends. He's an artist, and I'm gonna get let them tattoo on me. Now I was thinking about getting it in Spanish to kind of honor my mother, because in my other video I told you my mom passed away about almost 3 years ago of breast cancer. And I felt very depressed about that because I felt like I didn't spend enough time with her. I didn't be there, which you feel those type of ways when a loved one passes away. But something I like to honor my mom. Yes, I'm not good in Spanish. I did it back in high school, but that's another thing I could put in my goal and write down that I'll get better at learning Spanish. I can do it. So I'll put that. I'm still thinking. I'll put that. I am getting a let them tattoo on me, either in Spanish or just English. The only that matters is something that I want to help me remind me of let them. Let them talk about you. Let them do what they want to do. Let them not wanting to be around you. Let them be. And that's okay. You don't That's fine. Let me. What are you going to do? What are you going to accomplish? What are you going to figure out? What are you going to do? That's let me. Let them let me. So I enjoy talking about this myself and this book and what this book has helped me do. So far I got to the point where I'm working out and seeing the fruit of my loins of working out. I'm going from 300 plus pounds to down to maybe I think yeah around 265, 268, and I have a lot to go. Going from a 4X t-shirt to a 2X, even 1X sometimes. I can wear going to Spencer's and feeling good like, oh, I can fit this. Going from a waist size 55 to a waist 40 and almost down to a 38. That's my middle school weight. Feels good. It feels good when you do something and you're accomplishing it. And when you see that, it's hard to stop. It's very hard to stop when you see your accomplishments. No matter how big or small it is, it's your accomplishment. Don't worry about what other people say, what other people think, or what other people do. Don't matter. What matters is, what did you accomplish today? What did you figure out? What did you do? And that's it. And I'm enjoying it. I'm loving myself even more. But yeah, there's a lot way to go. Do what you want to do and don't care about anybody else. Get the let them theory. I'll leave a link in my bio for to get it. I'll leave a link to Mel's podcast. All that. This is a good motivational. This is a book. This is a good book to start on your journey on becoming who you want to become. Say things, manifest it. If you want to go somewhere, say it. You want to do something, say it, write it down, and hold on to it. Because I've been saying a lot of things, which I'm not going to say it here because I'm not going to say everything that I'm doing or want to do. Keep it close to you. Don't brag about it. Keep it close to you because other people will see it without you bragging about it. I have a lot of things that I want to do, want to accomplish. I'm not going to say it all here, but when it happens and I accomplish it, then I will talk about it in my future videos. But that's all I want to talk about Mel Robbins, what she done for me, and I want to thank everyone to that watches me, that subscribe to me, that supports me, and that shares my content. Thank you, I appreciate it. My review lounge peeps, no matter big or small, no matter if I get one or two views on this video, it doesn't matter, as long as that I'm happy with what I've accomplished. So if you did you get the Let Them Theory book? Have you already read it? What do you think about it? How did it change your life if you did read it? Tell me about it. Tell me other books that you have read that helped you so I can read it because I'm reading more. I'm reading a lot more. Tell me what you have you read. Tell me what have you accomplished. Tell me what this has done for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you again, everybody has watched this. Remember, the only person that can love you deeply is yourself. Remember that. Make sure you share this, guys. But until the next review, to the next movie, television, book, food, whatever it is, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
And the poster child for how to take control of your life in your 40s when you think you screwed everything up is your friend Mel Robbins. I have so much to share with you about this. The 40s were the best decade of my life. Well, actually, the 50s are pretty good too, but the 40s is where, holy cow, I went from rock bottom to climbing the mountain, and you can too. So, the lie that people tell themselves about their 40s is that if you haven't made it yet, then you're never going to. It's complete baloney. In fact, this was my story. At the age of 41, my husband's restaurant business was failing. I had been laid off from this job that I thought was going to be my ticket. And I felt like I had made every single bad decision in my career. I mean, I told you earlier about the number of career changes that I had had in my 20s. I kept bouncing from one thing to the other in my 30s. I mean, I'm talking another 7 different pivots. And so here I am, 41. I'm about 14 jobs in my career. It didn't look like a resume. It looked like a choose your own disaster adventure. And now I'm feeling at the age of 41, I've completely blown it. I've blown it. And not only have I blown it in my career, I don't have any money. We've invested everything in my husband's restaurant business. That's now failing. So you want to talk about that sense that you're not only behind, but that you've royally screwed it all up. I thought there's no way I'm getting out of debt. There's no way I'm getting the liens off the house. There's no way I'm going to be able to pay for my kids' college. There's no way I'm ever going to be successful in my career. That's how I felt at the age of 41. I wasn't just behind, I effed the whole thing up. And I'm here to tell you that you're just getting started when you hit your 40s. And one of the best things about being in your 40s is that even if your career or your financial life is a complete train wreck like mine was, you still are not starting from scratch. That's the coolest thing. Every single thing that you've done up until this point is actually building experience that you can build on. And so you're not too late. In fact, if you look at the life expectancy of 77, you're like got 37 more years. Do you know how much you can get done in 37 years? And here's the thing I want you to really think about. If you're going to hold yourself to a standard that by the age of 40, you should have things figured out, that means that you can kind of figure things out over the next couple decades, okay? You got plenty of time. And beating yourself up and telling yourself that you're lost and telling yourself that you've screwed up, do you know what that does? It doesn't motivate you. It actually makes you depressed. It makes you feel like a loser, and you're not a loser. You